Hi, I'm Davina from Richard Petrie Optometrists, and this is a short contact lens video to help you get your lenses in and out ahead of your visit to us. To start you off, what you're going to need is a clean area where you're going to apply your contact lenses first of all. Make sure you've set up with your solution if you need it, the contact lenses are ready, and you've got some tissues and a mirror to hand. Now you need to wash your hands, so make sure you do that with soap and water and dry them with a lint-free towel or tissue paper to avoid getting particles onto your hands. It's really important that you don't get any water on the contact lenses, so make sure that your hands are thoroughly dry. And then you're going to open your contact lens case. You've got small blister packs and you peel back the foil to expose the contact lens, which is sitting inside some saline solution. You pop your finger in there and you can fish the contact lens out and you'll see that contact lens on the tip of your finger. Then you need to place it into the right position. So with the other finger you might pick the contact lens off and sit it on its bottom so it looks like a bowl shape. And we want to now check that the lens is the correct way round. We do that by holding the contact lens up to look at its edge profile, and if it's shaped like a bowl with the edges pointing upwards, it's the right way round. If the edges are spilling out a little bit and it looks more like a saucer, it's probably the incorrect way round and you need to flip it the other way. There's a second way to also check this exciting one called the taco test, and you pop the contact lens into the crease of your hand, and if the two edges come in at the top to meet one another, it's the correct way round, like a taco. If they don't and the edges spill out and they point away from one another, the contact lens is most likely the wrong way round, so you need to flip it. So there is a couple of ways there for you to check whether the lens is the correct way round or not. Now that you know that your lens is the right way round, you want to place the contact lens as close to the tip of the finger that you're going to use to pop the lens onto the surface of the eye. Also make sure that the fingertip is dry so that the lens isn't going to stick too much to your finger, and when you apply the lens to the eye it can stay on the finger if the finger is too wet from the solution. Now you want to open the eye as wide as you can and create as much space as possible. The objective here is to get the contact lens to the surface of the eye without it touching anything along the way. So you need to really spread out your eyelids. You'll hold your eyelashes with the opposite hand and pull the top lid up, and with the hand that the contact lens is on, you're going to use one of the other fingers to hold your bottom eyelid down, and you've created a really nice wide area for the eye for the lens to sit onto. So when you've got that position and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you want to come close with the contact lens towards the surface of the eye and apply the lens either directly onto the cornea over your iris, or when you get close you can look up and apply it onto the white of the eye. When the lens is on, you'll feel it, your vision will also go a little bit blurry maybe because it will start to water. And what's important here is to really resist the natural urge to blink. So when you've applied the lens at the first instance to the surface of the eye, there could be air underneath that lens, an air bubble. So you want to look down, up, left and right, and then very gently close your eye with the contact lens underneath your eyelid. Have a few small short blinks, little quick blinks, and open your eyes to have a look and see if the lens is on there. A good tip to know whether it's there is not only the feeling of the lens on the eye initially, but check your vision. So the vision in that eye should be clearer than it was, and you can compare that to your other eye that hasn't maybe yet got the lens in. So check the vision in each eye, and success, your contact lens has now been applied. Now you can repeat that process for the other eye. So it's the end of the day and you're ready to take your contact lenses out now. It's really important that you wash your hands again. So make sure you wash your hands with soap and water, your hands are clean and there's no water left on them. If you store your lenses overnight, make sure that you've got your clean case ready with the solution that you're going to use to clean the lens. And of course, if you're wearing a daily disposable lens, you can discard it or keep it safe so that you can come and recycle it with us. We're going to take the lenses out now, and here you've got to imagine that that contact lens sitting on the surface of your cornea is in its happy place. It's really pleased to be there, and that watery surface needs to be, or the watery attraction needs to be broken. So you've got to get the lens away from the surface of the watery eye and imagine sliding the lens across the eye. This is a good place to start. So set up with your mirror and have a look to see whether you can see the edge of the contact lens, which usually by about 1 millimeter overlaps your iris. And you can see the lens on there. Why don't you give it a little wiggle around so you can locate the lens? I take my lenses out by pinching the lens off the surface of my eye. So you need to keep contact with the pads of your fingers the whole way through and then pinch the lens off the surface of the eye. You should then have the contact lens on your finger. So if it's a daily lens, you can dispose of it. If it's a reusable lens that you need to clean, pop it onto the palm of the other hand, squirt on a little bit of solution and rub the lens in a bowl shape for about 5 seconds before you store that in your case with fresh solution. Thanks for watching the video, and we look forward to seeing you at your appointment.